Hi there, I'm Greg with Sonnax, and today I am super excited to be talking to you about our Turbo 400 Smart-Tech drum module for the input section of the transmission. This one module replaces both the forward and the direct drums, and the kit includes everything from the intermediate sprag all the way to the back of the pump with 100% new content. Upgrading the direct drum is one of the most common modifications that's made on a Turbo 400, but the key is not just to improve durability. The key is to improve efficiency so you have greater performance, consistency, and safety going down the track, and that's exactly what the Sonnax Smart-Tech module does. It improves the efficiency so there's less energy loss on the 1-2 and 2-3 shifts without reducing clutch capacity. And this is really a big deal. What it means is that by changing the drums in the transmission, you get more power through the transmission out to the rear wheels and better performance on the track. Now, the inefficiency of the Turbo 400 all has to do with the direct drum here. In first gear, the direct drum is spinning backwards and you're loading it up with kinetic energy. And then on the 1-2 shift, when the intermediate clutch applies, you're dumping that energy into the case. And then the drum is just sitting there, 0 RPM while you're in second gear. And then on the 2-3 shift, it goes from 0 RPM right up to input RPM on the 2-3 shift. Again, loading it with kinetic energy. And that's fine in an OEM application that maybe sees 3,000 RPM, but in a racing application where you're at 7 or 10,000 RPM, spinning this drum up and stopping it and restarting it is a huge, huge energy loss because the kinetic energy involved goes up exponentially, and it's a big, big problem in a racing application. So to demonstrate this problem a little further, let me bring in another drum here. And this is a typical aluminum direct drum, full size. And then bringing in some of the module parts here, we have our sprag shaft, we have an aluminum clutch hub, and then we have the direct frictions. So with a conventional OEM type drum setup, and this one being aluminum, the parts that are doing this counter rotation, stopping and starting include the drum, the piston, the backing plate, the snap rings, the springs, the retainer, the sprag, all of these components, and the steel plates. With the Sonnax Smart-Tech drum module, we have our inner sprag shaft, which is a heavy, strong steel part, but the weight is down near the center, and that matters. Then we have this aluminum clutch hub, and then the friction plates, which are lighter than the steel plates. So this is what counter rotates in the Sonnax Smart-Tech drum module. Now, we've reduced the weight between this and this by about 3.3 pounds, but more significantly, because that weight is closer to the center, it actually takes 68% less energy to spin this up, stop it, and restart it than it does a full-size aluminum drum. This is a huge advantage no matter what power level you're running or what type of drag racing you're doing. It's kind of like if you put lighter wheels on or a lighter rotating assembly in your engine to reduce the mass and the energy required and improve your performance, it's the same deal here. Now, inside the transmission, by replacing the drums, we can build in more efficiency. That greater efficiency lets more power get through the transmission out to the wheels and help propel the car down the track. And the great thing is, we now have this significant increase in efficiency, but we haven't had to sacrifice any durability or clutch capacity. Now, some more details on what the kit entails. We have the forward piston housing, a forward clutch hub, and our forward clutch pack. Again, these are full-size, regular 400 frictions and steels. Then we have our direct housing, direct clutch hub, and direct clutch pack. And then we have our drum, which has a single backing plate that works for both the forward and direct clutches. And then we have our Pro Mod style sprag and what we call our sprag shaft. And you got snap rings, bearings. Like I said, everything is here that you need to replace both the forward and the direct drums. And it's easy to assemble too. So even though the parts are different, it's configured a bit different. Anybody that's built a Turbo 400 will have no problem putting this together, and it'll be routine in no time. And the results have been really outstanding. This thing has been run in everything from Pro Mod cars, no prep cars, bracket racers, drag and drive cars, and in every application we've seen some kind of benefit, whether it's improved ETs, improved reaction times, greater consistency, greater stability on the shifts, improved traction, smoother drive shaft speed. There's always been some benefit to this, and it's really amazing that we can get all of these benefits just by upgrading the drums and dealing with this problem with the OE direct drum system. So we've had a lot of interest in this thing, and we have more information on our website at sonnax.com/TH400. Thank you for your time today. We're really, really excited to see this thing getting out there, and hopefully we'll see you at the track running one of our Smart-Tech modules.